really hard for me to part with it, but I think I'm gonna sell it. So we got the Chevy out here, working hard. This whole tree's gotta go. This whole thing, it used to be right on the edge of this little cliff here, eh? And obviously, I've started. There's a lot of water in there right now. We got a beaver dam being built right over there. Good morning, everybody. The weekend is here. It is Saturday. How you doing today? Let me know down below. We're gonna go cut some more wood today. That's what I like doing. Open, says I. That's right. Obey me. So today we're going to be working in our trails out back. Way down at the end, there's a tree that I've shown you before that's fallen across a big open area that I'd like to make into a big open area. So that's what it's supposed to be. But it fell like right in the middle of everything. So I'm going to take the chainsaw out there today, take the pickup truck and everything, and I'm going to go clear that up. Why don't you come with me? Oh, let's put this down. I already got some garbage in there already because we're going to the dump later. It's a dump run kind of day. It's time to get all this stuff out of here. We have to leave that garbage. This is the chainsaw gas. It's a 2-cycle mixed. But we have to leave the garbage in here because it's the safest spot for it. There's bears that'll come and eat it. And if you know anything about bears in the countryside, especially here in Manitoba, we got black bears. So if they find garbage on your yard anywhere, especially if it's near the house, they'll never leave. I mean, they'll go away, they'll hide, but they'll keep coming back and coming back and coming back, because this is where they know at one point they found food. So they assume at one point there will be more food here. That's why you always see signs everywhere, campgrounds and stuff, don't feed the bears. It's a terrible thing to do, because as soon as they know that they get food there, they'll be back. And they love garbage. So we have to keep all of this in the garage so that it's, you know, don't want to leave it out there. So I've got my truck in the trails right now. Barely squeaking through here. I've had to cut a few branches so I can get in here. That's the tree right there that I want to clean up. This whole area here is supposed to be wide open, right? So I'm driving through here, into here, and then I'm going to back up to the tree there so I can cut it up and throw all the wood into the back of the truck. Bring it to the house. Alright, so we got the Chevy out here, working hard. This whole tree's got to go. This whole thing, it used to be right on the edge of this little cliff here, eh? And obviously, I've started. Yeah, seems like we're losing more and more land here every spring, eh? But there's a lot of water in there right now. We got a beaver dam being built right over there. So I don't know how much water they're gonna actually dam and block up. I don't know how high this is gonna get here, but I don't really mind if they wanna have a home there for the winter. I mean, winter's coming, they need somewhere to keep warm, right? But in springtime, I'm busting that thing out of there. We'll see. We'll see what kind of damage it does, because they chew down all my good trees, right? They don't take all the dead trees, they want the live trees because they're stronger, right? So they go and knock, I guess they don't cut them down, they chew them down. All the trees here. There's my trees. I don't know what to do about them yet, but I just don't want to go and, well, I don't have any way of destroying that right now. I just hope that it's not going to cause too big of a problem for our creek here. Oh well. We'll see what it looks like in spring. That's what I'm worried about. This is going to be all underwater in spring, I bet. Well, we made a little bit of progress. I got all of the branches off the main trunk. I just got to chop that up, slice it and dice it, and figure out what to do with all these branches and whatnot. So many branches all the time. Might just give them to the beavers. They could probably use them. They probably appreciate that. So Brit just came down the trail here and let me know that she's actually starting work 2 hours earlier. So I'm gonna go to the house right now, spend some time with her before she has to go to work, because she's got to work till 10:30 tonight. So pretty much not gonna see her for the rest of the day after she goes to work. And I think I've got a driver to work too, because I want the pickup here. We only have one vehicle still. We're still looking into getting a second vehicle. Have I told you that yet? Surprise, yeah. We're looking into it, trying to, but it's just going to be like a very small car, like a, whatchamacallit, an economy car, probably like a Chevy Optra or something like that, maybe a Chevy Aveo. I want either a Chevy or a German brand, so VW, BMW, Mercedes, preferably VW, so really I'm looking for a Volkswagen or a Chevy. One of those two, little 4-cylinder, very small cars, but by the time you've seen this we might already have had one, I don't know. I don't want to have payments on it, so I don't really have the money for a car right now, but we kind of need one. I'm going to be starting a new gig. Have I told you that already? On Monday I start a new gig where I'm going to be home most nights. So when she goes to work, I'm still gonna need a vehicle at home, right? And this way, whoever's driving the furthest in the day takes the car, and then whoever is not driving the furthest takes the pickup. We'll figure that all out later. Anyways, I'm gonna go spend some time with her now before she goes to work. Well, I just dropped Brit off at work. I'm here at the community center, also known as Walmart, here in Steinbach. I gotta go in and find some hooks that we can hang up our big guest board that we had at our wedding. It's a big old heavy guest board, so it's gotta be a pretty heavy duty hook because I've gotta screw it right into the studs. We don't want that falling down. That would hurt whoever it would fall on, or it would even damage the floor if it didn't fall on anyone. So we want to avoid that, hang it up properly, and then we want to start hanging up pictures around the house and whatnot because the walls are still very plain, as you've seen. So we're trying to do some interior decorating, and no credit to me because I have no idea what I'm doing. I am just picking up supplies so that I can faithfully execute the orders of my wife and hang things where she tells me to hang them. And that may sound like, oh, he's giving her all these, or he's whipped. No, trust me, you don't want me decorating your house. You don't want to look at that in the vlogs every day. I'm actually doing a favor for you right now. You don't want to see me decorate our house. It'll look a lot better if we just do what Brit tells us to do, all right? So we're just gonna decorate it her way. Because you guys have got to look at that every day in the vlog, so I don't want to make it so painful on you guys. See what I mean? I'm actually doing you a favor. As for the used car situation, it's not something that we had planned on this soon after the wedding. I wasn't really planning on this new position at work either this soon after the wedding, but that's life, right? Things are unpredictable, and trucking is always changing. So as things change, we sort of need to adapt as we go along with them. And we had this money that we were putting towards our wedding debt, and we're just gonna have to hold off on that a little bit and get a second vehicle, because even with this new position aside, it's very, very difficult when we live so far out in the country and both work a lot to have only one vehicle. Because someone's always got to have the vehicle, or I've got to drive her into work and go back, but then I'm driving back and forth to town, which is quite a ways, twice, double the gas, or she takes the vehicle and leaves me at home without a vehicle, and then if I need to get anything done in the like 8 to 10 hours that she's at work, oh, I'm stuck at home, right? And we live in the middle of nowhere, which is a good thing usually, but when you want to get somewhere, it's not exactly like I can just walk down the street and, you know, go to the store or go to a friend's house or family's house, you know? So we're looking into the option of a very used second vehicle. It's not going to be a new vehicle. It's going to be a very cheap vehicle, as cheap as we can get, that's safetied. Personally, right now, like I've told you, I want sort of I'd love to have like an older Chevy Cobalt or a VW car of some sort. Of VW Jetta would be great. A Jetta TDI would be great. The diesel VWs, that'd be great, but they're expensive. They're expensive for a reason, because they never die. I also don't mind Nissans, a few imports. I really want to stick with Chevy, but we'll see what comes out of this. Right now, dollar signs speak everything. I already got my Chevy truck right here, so this is going to be the primary mode of transportation for me, unless if I'm driving all the way to work. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I have no idea. Like that car right there, you see that car? Oh, not this one, not the SUV, the one in front of it, you see it? That's like a Nissan Altima. I don't mind those vehicles. I don't mind them, and they go forever too. Yeah, skydiver. See, Steinbach does a lot of skydiving. That's why for my bachelor party, I thought the guys were gonna take me skydiving, but it was getting so close to night, I thought, what do they do, night skydiving? I haven't even done daytime skydiving. They're freaking me out. There he goes. He's gonna land behind the museum right there. That Mennonite museum right there where you see the windmill, that's the Mennonite Heritage Village. I told you that yesterday, right? That's where we got married. Right there. We were gonna get married right underneath that windmill actually, but the weather didn't agree with us, so we got married inside instead. There he goes. Oh, it looked like he came down pretty fast, eh? Ouch. But as for the used car, I'm not really excited about spending that money. I really wanted, that money was supposed to go towards wedding debt. And also, we need to put money away for our honeymoon in April. But we'll be okay. I mean, life happens, right? Buying used also stresses me out. That's why I'm sort of venting to you guys right now. It stresses me out buying a used vehicle, because very often when you buy used stuff in general, usually means you're buying someone else's problems, right? People like to buy stuff new. I like to buy stuff new, like this truck we got new. But right now, there's only so much I can swing and make happen, right? So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't buy a lemon. We still got a couple of days yet. I got in contact with one guy actually already, and I'm probably gonna go meet up with him next week sometime. He's from the Winnipeg area. He's got a car I'm interested in, but we'll see. Well, we made it home. We couldn't make it to the dump on time today before they closed. So I'm gonna have to take this out of here. We'll do it next weekend. Got a few logs back there still I need to stack up here, and I'd like to work in here tonight if I could. I'm gonna go work on some vlogs first, get caught up on that. And then I'd like to come in here and clean this up, organize it. I wanna be able to park 2 vehicles in here. You never know. You never know, you might need it for what it's built for, you know? And all of that over there needs to be organized. This is supposed to be my man cave. See, if we go around to the other side here, just sneak through here. This here, this office, I want gone. I don't like it here. I want to make this into my man cave here. I want to take this all down. You know, maybe put a couple old couches in here and stuff. And as for this bike here, I think I'm going to sell it. I think so. Are any of you who live nearby or further away, any of you interested in a 2013 Honda CBR 500R? I am very hesitant on selling it because I'm kind of attached to it. I really like it as my first bike, but I just can't afford to register it for the next little while, and I'd like to get a cruiser bike anyways. And by selling this, it'll sort of offset the cost of getting another little used car and help pay off the wedding as well. It's really hard for me to part with it, but you know, it is what it is. If any of you around the Manitoba, specifically southeast Manitoba region, are looking for a bike, you guys were with me where I was vlogging when I got this bike. You can go back and see the whole history of it. I've treated it very well. I've maintained it. Always changed the oil and whatnot. I think it's got, what, 7,000 kilometers on it. That's about 5,000 miles. It's in really good shape. I don't know what I'm going to be asking for it yet. I got to do a little bit more research before I'd give you an actual price. But if you go online and look at the value of it and throw me an offer, you can get a hold of me at tjv@email.com. Link, as always, is in the description down below. It's very hard for me to say that, but if you want to buy my bike, let me know. I just might sell it to you. Hey guys! Watch out! Watch out, I'm coming in! I'm home! Alright, you two little rascals. Come on, let's go.
Who you calling little, man? I'm the biggest guy here.
Okay, you guys gotta leave your toy here though, right? I'm gonna take you for a little walk. I wanna show everybody the new trails that we made. We made a new trail. You guys haven't seen it yet, okay? It goes very close to the pond though, okay? So don't fall in. I'm talking to you, goofball. Don't fall in. Alright, this should be fun. That should be fun. And off they go. And off they go. Alright guys, I'm leading, okay? Hey, I'm the pack leader. Hey! Hey! I'm the leader. I'm the pack leader. You guys jumping the gun here a little bit here. You guys gotta respect my authority. He does. Diesel, where'd you go? Diesel? Diesel! Hey! You follow me, I don't follow you. That's how it works. Come here. Come here. You don't need to pee on every single thing in the yard, okay? Everyone knows it's yours. Okay? Except for this guy. He doesn't know anything. He's too young. So we got this area of the yard mowed yesterday. And I did mow a little bit further. Like there's our backyard. That's all mowed now too. And I got a little bit more done on the lower part of the yard here towards the creek that I haven't shown you yet. Off on the left over there. You see that I've cleared that all out there finally. So that's all mowed down. And I also cleared out further this way and around the swimming hole. You guys coming or what? Come on. Full speed. He's only got one speed. Full speed ahead. That's the only gear I got. So this section here where he's at, right there, this was all long grass like that before and like that, and on the other side. It pretty much looked like the other side there. All of this area right here look just like that over there. So now I widen this pathway here. We got a little land bridge sort of area here. We got the swimming hole down here on this side that needs a little bit of work yet. We got the creek on this side here. So what we do, I got a gas pump in the garage. I bring it out here and it pumps water from the creek into the pond in spring, and then we fill this thing up. And you can swim in there. And a little slide over here and whatnot. And I mowed this whole area out here yesterday as well. So you got a nice little area to play around in here now. Finally, getting things done. I've gotten everything mowed now that I wanted to get mowed this year. The rest I can do next year. The snow is gonna be here before you know it. I have a trail that's leading up in there, but there's a tree that fell across it yet. I still have to clear that. And then all the way off there, like all that over there and whatnot, I've got to build a bridge yet, so I have access to it because I have a creek going through here, eh? So all of that there, that's all, everything you see there, it's all on the property. Oh, the dogs have already discovered my new path. They're way over there already. Okay, so it just sort of goes around the creek here, right? I made this little trail in here. Take you with me. As I was mowing through here, I found this. There's like a light pole, but it's made out of an actual tree. It's like they attached that to an actual tree, and all the wires are somehow inside there. I don't know, but they're over here. Check this out. See all that white wiring right there? That goes into the tree. You can see the little white wire under the tree there. Like, what in the world did they have here? What kind of makeshift electricity did they have here before we moved in? Hey Diesel, what do you think of the new path? I love it, man. I love it. So much fun. So much fun. Hey, what's over here? Diesel, that side's blocked. Diesel. He'll come. Diesel, come on. All right, we got them back. Okay, so this is the pathway here. I'd like to get this all mowed down eventually, but for now we just got this path through here. Right down here, it sinks down to the creek, because this is all supposed to be water, like up to here. This will pretty much be the side of the creek right here, eh? Once we get that all filled up properly, it'll be a nice swimming hole once I can get it all done. Yeah, we can walk around here now. See, oh, whoa, oh, whoo! That scared the living daylights out of me. Whew. That was worse than when the guys were up here for the wedding, scaring me all night. Wow, they got me pretty good. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. Yeah, we got this little pathway going out here, and it leads us back to this path over here. We got some new trails to explore and whatnot. And this used to be just one little path going out here, right? But now we got this whole area ready to go. Oh, finally getting stuff done. Finally. These guys have so much room to run around now, they don't know what to do with themselves. And eventually, once we get a bridge over to that side of the creek, all of that over there is ours too. We just can't get to it right now. We'll be able to develop that all too. But I sort of want to leave that side wild, you know, and natural, and just have trails like we just went through leading all over that side of the creek and out there. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what happens. One day at a time, one season at a time. I think I'm done for this season now. Now I'm ready for the snow. Well, you're never really ready for the snow, but you know what I mean. Winter's coming, let's get it over with so I can start working again next summer. So I'd love to be able to come out here and sit here and just enjoy the sounds of nature and enjoy the sounds of the creek flowing through here. Especially in the mornings. Oh, that'd be perfect. Don't go down there, guys. Diesel, don't go down there. Come on, it drops pretty far. Come on, come on. If you do it, your brother's gonna do it, and then I'm gonna have to go and fish you both out of there. Don't. There's one tree that I cut up the other day. And then all the branches from it there. I gotta clean that all up yet. Work, 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 work. Always work to do. So anyways, at least it keeps us busy. So I am serious about selling that bike, regrettably. Really don't want to. But I gave you the email, tjv@email.com. I'll see if any of you guys are interested in it. I'm looking probably for, I don't know, 4,500 Canadian, 4,000 American, 5,000, between $4,000 and $5,000, I think. I'm gonna have to do some research, like I said, to see what the bike is actually worth. But if you want to throw an offer at me, go ahead, as long as you have the means to come and pick it up and whatnot, and figure that out, or at least meet us, we'll bring it to you. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow. for another vlog. Anytime, I was gonna say anytime after 4 a.m., but anytime tomorrow. Really, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I gotta go to bed. I've had a long day, as you can see there. Tomorrow's another one. See you then. Down below in the description, below the video, whole bunch of information where you can find me online, Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff.